a smart switch, so you can actually turn it off, on and off on the switch itself, or command it through your smart speaker or through the Smart Life app. So this one is compatible with Smart Life, and here's some instructions here. There's not very many instructions, and it's got a QR code on the back, so you can use your phone just to scan that QR code. I'll just give you a quick demonstration of that. So on your camera, you should have an option. So I've got it set on QR code just there. Okay, you just pop that under. Where are we? Let's have a look. And it should take you to the app, which tells you the instructions. Let's put it in English, we don't want it in Chinese. And there you have the instructions there, and also you've got a safe download for Smart Life there. So this is compatible with the Smart Life app, and the reason I've gone for Smart Life is because a lot of my smart bulbs are compatible with Smart Life, and I didn't want to have another app involved. So that's that there. Now, also what I've got here, I did buy some a few extra long screws just in case, because sometimes when you take the switches off, you find the screws supplied or the screws that are already in, they don't reach the screw holes. So it's sometimes best to get a few longer screws just in case. These will probably be okay, and if I don't use these, I can always use them another time. And as you can see on the back here, you've got all the connections, and then we're going to give it a go. And the first thing I want to say is, before you start doing this, make sure you turn off all the power. Okay, make sure all your electricity is turned off before you have a go at this. And if you're not sure, just get an electrician to fit it. It'll probably cost you £30–40. Okay. So this is the light switch I'm going to be changing for the smart switch. Now in the UK, the problem we have is that most switches don't have a neutral, and a lot of smart switches you have to have a neutral with it. So the one I've got does not have a neutral, so that'll be okay to install in most UK households. Okay, so I got my electrical panel here. Now on here it does say lights. I can turn off all the lights, but I'd rather err on the side of caution, turn the whole power off. So this long one here will turn everything off, the sockets, the power, everything. You can just turn the lights off if you want, but I'm just to be over cautious, I'm going to turn all the power off. Okay, so that's everything off now. Okay, so first you need to get the case off the front. It's quite easy. Just put a screwdriver in there and pop it up. 1, 2, and that comes off then, and that's where you're going to fit into the light. Okay, and this just simply clips back on quite easily onto that case there. Okay, so I'm going to take the front of this off, and then I have to undo these screws here. Okay. Okay, and then you can see the wires at the back there, which I'll go through in a second. Okay, so as you can see on the back of this plug, I've got 4 wires here. So it's a permanent live and a switched live. Now, the trouble with these older houses is some of the colourings aren't quite correct. They don't match up to the modern standards. So I've got 4 wires here, as I said, 2 permanent lives and 2 switched lives. Now this is the issue I've got. If I show you the back of the plug here, you can just see that there. You've got 1 live and 2 switched lives. So what I'm probably going to have to do is put the 2 lives in this switch into this plug, into this live here, and put the switched live in L1 and the other switched live in L3. But what I want to do is test which ones are the switched lives and which ones are the permanent lives. So if you can see the wires here, hope this is going to focus that in for you. So I'm just going to touch the wires here. Can you see can you see what's happened? So this is a live wire. This looks like that's a switch live wire. That's a live wire. And that one's the switch wire. So this one and this one go into L1 and L1 and L3, and these live ones here will have to go into the live. Just to show you now, as soon as I switch this on, can you see he's not reading nothing here at all. As soon as I switch this on, the switch live should be live now. There you go. I turn it off and it's dead. Same with the other side. So there's nothing in it at the moment. I turn it on. And there you go. You can see there's power going through it. So now I'm going to get this wired up. Okay, so I've got the wire off now, and it's always best to keep check, even though I've got the power off, it's always best to double check with your tester and make sure there's no electricity flowing through the wires. And as you can see, they're all off and safe. And also what I've done, I've just put a little bit of tape around the live wires so I know which ones are which. So these two are the live wires and these two are the switch lives here. So as you can see here, I've got it all wired in. So these are the wall lights now, and these are the ceiling lights, and these are the two lives going into L. So that's L, L1 and L3. Now when I put the wall lights into L1 and the ceiling lights into L3, it didn't work. So now all I did was swap the wires around and it worked. Bizarre, I don't know why, a bit odd, but now my light switches are on the opposite side, so that'll confuse the wife. Okay, so it's all fitted, and I'll turn this light off here so you can see the lights going on and off. So that's my ceiling lights and that's my wall lights. And as you can see, they're lit up there, as you can see in the dark there. Okay,